Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Just a quick heads up, I'm only expecting to do 3 episodes this week. I have to cut out a little early for my mother-in-law's birthday, and then with the holiday Thursday, I'm like, alright, that's flex day anyway, we'll just do 3. Make things nice and simple. My goal is hopefully we can at least finish this day of the trial, so maybe next week we can just start fresh investigating. That's what I'm going to aim for. But anyway, so we're going to hear all about what is this torpedo.
Dr. Crab, how dare you bring a weapon of mass destruction into my courtroom?
The torpedo, or teleobservation real-time pertinent data organizer, is a data system. Until yesterday, only Dr. Crab and Mr. Shipley knew about the torpedo. It isn't legally approved in this country, so it was kept secret from the police.
It's illegal. Dr. Crab, I demand an explanation. Son of a gun, you and your big mouth, Mr. Lawyer. Yes, it's true. I'm using an illegal system to monitor the creatures at the aquarium. The system uses sensors like these, and yes, there's one in the orca pool too. These sensors send sound waves through the water to gather data on the creatures. If it finds abnormalities in their condition, the torpedo alerts me with the sound. Oh my goodness, how very high-tech. But if it's illegal, I will not turn a blind eye. This matter will be appropriately dealt with at a separate time.
In Ace Attorney Land, do they have the right to plead the fifth? Like, could he have declined answering that?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please continue.
I know largely this is based off of, like, Japanese courts, but there seems to be a little bit of crossovers. It's hard to tell sometimes. With the torpedo, I'm sure Dr. Crab noticed the danger Orla was in, but he made no attempt to come to her aid on his own. And the reason for that is that Dr. Crab wanted Orla dead. I keep getting the sense that this is a dead end.
The torpedo didn't give me a warning message. That's why I didn't know there was anything wrong with Orla. The sensor in the orca pool wasn't working during the police's investigation.
Objection!
Can you prove that statement?
Objection!
What? Why is he just laughing? What's with him? I guess this is also high-tech for Prosecutor Blackwell that it's making him a little funny. Funny? Yes, I find this all very funny. Witness, those sensors send sound waves through the water, correct? But what if there isn't any water?
They wouldn't work. It would automatically switch off.
Yeah, there we go. I see. And where is the sensor in the orca pool located?
I don't know. Jack is the one who attached it for me.
You don't know? Then I will tell you. It's near the top, isn't it? Which makes no sense. The police found a sensor just like the one you just showed us. They found it attached to the table at the bottom of the pool. Wait. Table? Ah, crap. Do you mean the table in this photograph? That's right. Don't you get it yet, right, Dono? Yeah. The table is on the Skull Rock side of the partition. It's affixed to the bottom of the pool and can't be moved.
No, and so if the water was drained from the Skull Rock side of the pool.
Precisely, without water, the torpedo sensor would not work. Witness, when did that sensor automatically switch off?
Hang on, I'll look it up. The only times lately were during cleaning 2 days ago and the investigation yesterday. Of course, I knew the pool would be drained while they cleaned it. But I had no idea they drained it for the investigation. No one let me know. That's why I didn't know about Orla's condition yesterday.
So Dr. Crab really did want to save Orla. Did you hear that right, Dono? Yes, the water can be drained without harm to the orca if the partition is used, but if the water is drained from the Skull Rock side, the sensor turns itself off. If the sensor was always on, except for during the cleaning and the investigation, it means there must have been water in the pool at all other times. It was never drained. Oh, in other words, no one but the defendant could have committed the crime. Ooh, that hurts. That does hurt.
Order in the court. This completely shatters the defense's argument.
Yeah, I caught on to that. Thanks, Judge. But the fact still remains that Orla was nearly killed with Dr. Crab's sleeping drug. But aren't you forgetting one important question? When was the sleeping drug given to the orca? You're right, that hasn't been discussed yet, has it? The orca pool is the scene of the murder. The police were there all day yesterday. The only way to give the drug to the orca undetected is to put it in her food. Yesterday, someone gave the orca food during the trial. I don't like where this is going. Okay, that's okay. It's okay.
Someone did. I'm afraid I don't remember that.
Oh, Judge. You don't remember? You're not that old yet, are you? Well, we've been at this for many, many years. He might be that old. It was the defendant, Sasha Buckler.
So that is the orca that stands accused, is it?
Oh, she's waving her flipper at us. Maybe she's cheering us on? Orla, was Phoenix and Athena luck? Crap. Wait.
So your argument is that Ms. Buckler is the one who gave the orca the drug?
The prosecution's argument hasn't changed. Buckler made the victim fall to his death and then manipulated the orca to pin it on her. Wait. No. Still not satisfied, she further planned to kill the orca with the sleeping drug. I didn't hear any reports of Dr. Crab feeding Orla. Maybe he didn't have a hand in Orla's attempted murder after all. But is there anybody else? Yes, who could have fed Orla besides Sasha? Yes.
If it's true the defendant is the one who fed the sleeping drug to the orca, then that places even more suspicion on her than ever.
No. I know. The defense objects to the prosecution's claims. Well, you still haven't admitted defeat. No, there's someone else who could have done it. Do I think he did it, though? Prosecutor Blackwell, I don't appreciate the way you only mention the parts that are convenient for you. That's true. Maybe that's what bugs me about him. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
The prosecutor failed to mention that Miss Buckler wasn't the only one who fed Orla. As you will all recall, there was another person who gave Orla food. Oh, you mean that person? Looks like Athena remembers now, too. Congrats, Sasha. This is to celebrate. Eat it all up. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Mr. Wright. No. I don't want to believe it either, but we can't ignore the truth. The other person who fed Orla during the trial. Yeah.
Take that!
Please recall when Orla was found not guilty yesterday. Marlon Rhymes gave the orca a large quantity of food. If the sleeping drug was mixed in with that food, it could be given to the orca without arousing police suspicion.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that flip-flopper feeding the orca.
Good job, Judge. You remembered something.
Objection!
So you remembered, did you? So you're just a jerk. I see the time for a true sword fight has come. I call Marlon Rhymes to the stand. Wait, Mr. Lawyer, both Miss Orca Lover and Marlon Rhymes are important members of our crew. I don't want to suspect either one of them, but I'm ready to accept whatever truth you find. So he didn't do... Did he not do it? Here, take this. That charm. It's the charm that matches the one Azura Summers had, isn't it? So you and Miss Summers were romantically involved, weren't you, Dr. Crab? What? No, of course not. Sorry to disappoint you, but this doesn't belong to me. At the time I thought it was Azura, so I grabbed it. But it wasn't hers.
Now it's up to you, Mr. Lloyd, to figure out whose charm is. Oh.
Yep. Well, and now I know whose it is. I will. Thank you, Dr. Crab.
After all, I'm interested in the outcome of this trial, too. Now then, please summon Marlon Rhymes to the witness stand.
Is this it? What's going on? What's everybody making that face for? I haven't been watching the trial. Nobody's told me anything.
Marlon Rhymes, you are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the orca.
I see. Well, it's already out.
What? Mr. Rhymes, is he really going to admit it?
Fine, I'll tell the truth.
What? I don't like where this is going.
Right, this is going to be misdirection. Sasha's lying to protect that orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the orca pool. The incident happened before the orca was moved to the show pool. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slam down on the water.
Huh?
So I thought the orca should pay the consequences.
Now we're back to the orca again.
I did not see that testimony coming. I did. Now wait just a minute. Yesterday, Orla was proven innocent. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning. I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth. But the fact is, all three of us, Sasha, the captain, and me, were cleaning the pool room. Wait, what? But Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage. Well, the only thing Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha's lying to protect the orca. She can't tell the truth. Sasha put blood on the skull rock herself to make a fake blood stain. I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect that orca. Mr. Rhymes, how can you lie like that? It's the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't lying? No. If the orca did it, you win your case. What?
This is all very hard to believe. But if Mr. Rhymes' story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the orca would be the killer.
Meaning if we turned our backs on Orla, we could save Sasha. Having a witness lie to save your own client? What a dirty, underhanded tactic right there. What? Yesterday the defense proved Orla was not guilty. We have no intention of going back on our assertions now. What are you saying, Mr. Wright? All you gotta do is admit the orca did it and Sasha goes free. Isn't a lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest? But that wouldn't be acting in her best interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent. And we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent, too. Yeah, acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us. That's right. We believe in both Miss Buckler's and Orla's innocence. Huh? I just don't understand how you can treat a human and an orca equally. Sasha or the orca, you can only save one of them. No, I'm starting to think you... Did he do it? Did he do... Like... He had opportunity. And now we know what the motive is, right? So if he's tied to Azura, like that kind of cinches it right there. All right, maybe we're finishing this case this week. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think I can save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony. Oh yeah? Then go ahead and try. I will do just that. If I can't tear down his testimony, I won't be able to save both of them. I have to find a weak spot and start tearing. Yeah, we got this. We got this. We got this. The truth.
Hold it!
Oh. I don't want to... Whatever. What exactly do you claim Miss Buckler is lying about? Sasha put that blood stain on the skull rock and stuffed herself. I was thinking like stuffed herself into a suitcase. I'm gonna go home now. It's false evidence. She left fake traces to try and save the orca. Witness, if you keep talking nonsense, I will seal your mouth shut. The defense supports the prosecution's idea. The person with the controller would like to third that. Can we bring it to a vote now? But Mr. Wright, my testimony helps your client. You ought to be happy. Nope, because you're lying. I want to save both Orla and Miss Buckler. I won't accept anything less. Now that that's understood, please continue with your testimony. Fine.
Hold it!
When the victim was killed, how much water was in the pool? It was before the pool was drained for cleaning, so it was full. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You went to the orca pool room and saw this yourself. Dr. Krabs said you were at the show stage. But it's possible that Dr. Crab was misinformed or that he misunderstood. The witness already explained this. Why are you taking this meaningless tack? If you want to play games, Taka here would be more than happy to play with you. You know, we're good. We better be careful how we press the witness. Taka is watching us like a hawk. Witness, continue. Let's press that. So you're saying the incident took place before the cleaning began? Yeah, I guess so. The captain, Sasha, and I were going to do the cleaning together. It's much more efficient than trying to have just one person do it alone. In the defense's case, however, more lawyers means simply more lawyers, nothing more. Hey! What? You're one to talk. All you have on your side is a cantankerous bird.
What about me? I'm up here all alone.
Are you people done? You know, he might be right on that one. You need the witness to keep you focused. For shame, right, Dono? Hey, I was the only one who kept my mouth shut. Anyway, the incident happened in the orca pool room before cleaning got started.
Hold it!
Can orca even do that? Send a person flying up into the air like that? Yup, of course. I've seen orcas bash and seal 60 feet into the air, so naturally Orla could do that to the captain too.
What a frightening thought, and you mention it so casually, Mr. Rhymes.
Well, what else can I say? It's the truth. It's a lie. Mr. Rhymes is claiming that Orla killed the victim by sending him flying into the air. But would something like that even be possible in the orca pool room? There's something about that statement that bothers me.
So you witnessed the moment the victim was killed by the orca, is that right?
Exactly. Not much to really press here, but might as well if we made it this far. And that's why you put the sleeping drug in Orla's food. Ahoy! Yo! Yo! Yo ho ho! Sasha could be found guilty if we let her be, but if the orca died, Sasha could go free. I thought if the orca was already dead, Sasha might tell the truth and free herself. It might seem cruel, but a man-killing animal has to be put down. The culprit must have tried to do away with Orla because she was a witness to the crime. Oh wait, but if Mr. Rhymes is a culprit, why would he try to protect Sasha? I'm sensing some very complex emotions from Mr. Rhymes. I need more information before I can do a proper analysis. Oh. If I'm going to tear down his testimony, then I guess I have to present evidence. Of course, we don't believe Mr. Rhymes' testimony, but he's suggesting the murder took place in the orca pool. Unless we can disprove that, we won't be able to save both Orla and Sasha. Alright, so there was... Okay, hold on, what do we have? Take a look at the autopsy. Oh, ship the data. Thought to be from a 65-foot fall into the pool, bruised all over. Ceiling to pool bottom is 100 feet. Blow to the head received after death. I'm like, wait, is that not enough? "30 feet high, making him slam in the water." Because no, that wouldn't be high enough. Right? Do we have anything else? Okay, well that doesn't help us because there's the pool's drained. And he's saying it wasn't. There. So, I guess maybe this should have been my first clue that he was not good. Might belong to Azura Summers' boyfriend. Torpedo data. So the rifle ate at 4 a.m. on July 20th, but Orla didn't eat anything. I think this is it.
Objection!
When lies are piled on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge. This time is no different. Are you saying there's some kind of inconsistency in my testimony? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You claim that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air. But the autopsy report states the cause of death was thought to be a fall from 65 feet. A 65-foot fall. What? Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th there was still water in the Orca pool. The pool is about 65 feet deep and there's... Yeah, there we go. So there wasn't enough space. I was right. And there's 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. If the pool was full of water as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet as the autopsy states. Ugh. Got him. Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the Orca pool room so he could make these statements, but the truth must be he was at the show stage just as Dr. Crabbe and Sasha testified.
I believe that brings us back around to the Orca didn't do it.
I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset. I'm grateful to you, Right Dono, for shutting the witness up, as I thought the only person who could have killed the victim is Sasha Buckler. But that fact still remains whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the Orca or not. Son of a... Mr. Rhymes was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case, but pointing out the contradiction in his statement will only drive us into a corner. No, we got this, we got this.
As Prosecutor Blackwell says, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened.
Uh-oh. If I don't do something fast, the judge is going to find Sasha guilty. Mr. Wright, isn't there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha is innocent. Yeah, we got this, we got this. At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my thinking around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, I have to think about what made it possible for somebody else to have done it. Yeah. As long as the crime scene is the Orca pool room, then Sasha is the only one who could have committed the crime. Wait, no. Oh my god. No need for pity or baldness. Just finish him off with a swift verdict.
It appears the defense has no objections.
Wait, I object.
Very well, I will give my verdict.
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict.
But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have something else to say now?
The defense has a counter-argument.
You do?
Pitiful. Such desperation. You look pale. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Never forget those words, no matter how many years go by. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else?
The scene of the crime?
Somewhere else? What? You're finding fault with the police investigation now? As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the Orca pool room. Only the defendant and victim entered that room while there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime. That is correct. But if the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. Are you sure you know where you're going with this? No. I might not be too sure, but I can't back down now.
Mr. Wright, I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance.
No, Your Honor. Of course not. The judge knows me far too well.
Do you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was?
Yes, of course. Think, Phoenix, think. Think of a place other than the Orca pool room where one could fall to one's death.
Then by all means, please share your theory with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder?
So not here because that's I think it's got to be here, right? Oh. Wait, what if it was the show pool though?
Take that!
The show stage pool might have been drained of water at some point as well, and if so, there would be just as possible to fall to one's death there as the orca pool. Right, Dono. What you're doing is a disgrace to your profession. I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting. Of course I do. I will, as soon as I think of something. The victim's body was found in the orca pool. How do you explain that? Oh. How about if after the victim was killed in the stage show pool, his body was moved to the orca pool?
How about if? What kind of presentation of argument is that? You'd better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved.
There's no turning back now. I have to think of a way a body could have been moved. Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body? Yes! Here we go. This thing, right?
Take that!
Yeah, there we go. The hoist runs between the orca pool room and the show stage. The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the Skull Rock. The stretcher could also have been used to move the dead body.
Yes, if the stretcher can move the orca or the Skull Rock, it seems likely it could also move a dead body as well.
Wow. Somehow that worked. I just might be able to pull this off. And we'll just have to see how we'll pull this off in the next episode. All right. I'm thinking we might be closer to the end than I thought because, man, does it really seem like Marlon did it. If we can establish a connection between him and Azura, like I feel like that's the answer. We've got this. It's just a matter of bringing it all together. So anyway, I hope you're all still enjoying this. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.